We can see everything.
Our captain, caught in the act.
Yes, let's go. He was ready to sell more than just his own knowledge. There are plans for machines and ships that he must have stolen from elsewhere. Better not touch it. Nobody should know that we've discovered this box.
Desarde.
Captain Reuben will no longer harm the Nords. But alas, we couldn't...
A shame. But what matters is we. As for you, Alba...
You have nothing to do with it.
No. If we put the same trust, we owe you a lot, Desarde. You have my Anything else?
I need to be going.
These money bags.
Hello, Your Excellency. What can I do for you?
I was able to clarify the story.
I've already been told all this. He told me the whole thing. I have already sent a letter to the Admiral. I hope she will forgive. Anyway, I thank...
We couldn't have done anything without Sergeant Franz. He showed admirable... I imagine he's joined your forces.
That doesn't ring...
Strange. It seems...
Well, perhaps he changed his mind. Anyway, know that our investigation, Lieutenant Alexander arrested many criminals with him. You should go find him. He's with
Captain Ulrich.
the highest-ranking captain in the garrison. But faced with such a scandal...
Thank you, Manfred. I'll go... This arrest is good news. Let's find the
Your Excellency. I was talking about your exploits to Captain Ulrich.
Your Excellency?
Captain? Lieutenant?
Indeed. Lieutenant...
I can't quite believe that I know many of them.
I'm sorry, Captain. We were all
Will you continue the...
Of course.
Lieutenant Alexander was...
To manage it, I was honored. I would not want to leave...
As I told you, I must refer...
In any case, but we can now bring this investigation...
I see.
It's a bit like that, yes.
In the meantime...
At your orders, Captain.
I'm sorry you had to hear this call to order. This
It
lieutenant...
must be the enthusiasm.
It's possible.
Why is that?
Lieutenant Alexander claims that I attended one of these interrogations. The one in which Torsten's recruit, if I understood correctly. But our lieutenant did not mention it. Perhaps Alexander...
But he could have another motive.
Indeed. I am no longer afield, and I want to see this...
Very well, Captain.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
Yes, I'm ready.
We're almost there.
How would you like to proceed?
By the book.
It's Sergeant Franz. Poor man. He paid dearly for the help he gave us.
He was beaten to death.
Quartermaster Herbert ordered him to accompany, but he never made it to New...
I was sure that the lieutenant was...
Engulf our enemies!
This document talks about eliminating the witnesses to the case.
Manfred and us are definitely on that list.
It looks like poison.
Lieutenant Klaus. So you are part of this disgusting plot.
Lay down your weapons, Lieutenant.
I will not surrender.
If you speak,
You, maybe, but he...
he's poisoned.
The plague. I'd have liked to have questioned that traitor. There are still traitors in this camp. We should eliminate all of these vermin.
These letters are signed by Egon. We must go to the office of the leader of these criminals.
We could study the handwriting to find out who's behind this pseudonym.
Your magic is running out. Take the potion.
No magic left.
We did a good job, Your Excellency.
Certainly. But we know that there...
We know that Lieutenant the Sergeant's body, and that perhaps he will be able to provide us with a lead.
Remember that we are targets. Just like...
You're right. You will hand over the evidence to Quartermaster. I will go and ask...
Your Excellency, I wasn't sure I'd see you alive again.
How did you know we were here? Did the...
He was arrested while coming back. Lieutenant Alexander said he was...
That left... We know he's involved. He got rid of him to punish him for helping us. Or to stop him from... We also found this document. You're in danger. And they've all...
Most of the men who were loyal to him are in jail. I've been trying to get the commander. If anybody...
Here, take this...
Alas, there's nothing in there that clearly indicates who he...
The recent actions of Lieutenant Alexander, and we only have to compare his...
I'm going to join the commander.
Desart, Your Excellency! What did...
Naturally. And that is why you were surrounded by... We visited your secret camp, and who, in spite of his death, continued... And when we compare your handwriting, it wouldn't surprise me to discover...
We prepared a discreet death for you, little poison. But since you leave us with no...
It'll be a real pleasure.
Finally, our revenge.
No, no, no!
If you had not been so... Maybe we would never surrender, Alexander.
Let me go!
I doubt that the command...
Wretch!
Your Excellency, Lieutenant...
You have my gratitude.
Manfred gave me all the evidence. I'm just sorry he didn't.
My apologies, Commander. I never thought...
Be that as it may, and the foot soldiers will be sent back. We owe you so much, Your Excellency. I am extremely grateful.
Don't mention it, come on.
To what do I owe?
I recently found out.
Your mother was from Vignamri.
Indeed. She was
She was called a Relwyn.
Of course.
Could you tell me more about...
I was not the head of the clan, but I remember the village. All our warriors set off to... It was a dark day.
So my father died too.
Yes, Slan. She was never able to match. Relwyn was a renowned healer, taking her place.
It's not surprising that they probably hoped she could, but all alone.
Do you know where I can find...
You could try her house. She doesn't...
Thank you.
Anything else?
Tell me about your...
We are called because it is in our the whole island knows. And we... Anything else?
What can you tell me about...
Vignamri, it used to be one of the... Some battles took... Legend has it. After the battle, we were taught... Anything else?
What do you think of
Many of, but I would not. The lions have the Lugaid Blau.
Lugaid Black?
It means
They are called...
the man I...
Nothing.
What do you think of the chief of your village?
He seems quite friendly, compared to the others we've run into.
A bit too friendly, if you ask me. A little too concerned with pleasing the settlers.
And do you think that's a bad thing?
He reminds me of myself when I was younger. And that's not a compliment. My fear is that he serves his own ambition. And this is often done at the expense of others.
Hello.
Renaigse. Do you need help, Renaigse?
Actually, yes.
Oh.
Ulan told me that...
Hola. She says that he loves the people. Anyway, I am not sure if she is there.
I am extremely...
There's a woman over there, surrounded by animals. How do you feel, madam?
Well, thank you for stepping in. I don't understand what has happened. Usually...
We are glad we arrived at the...
Excuse me.
Yes,
Yes, we were.
very well.
This is the story we have pieced.
My mother...
Relwyn gave it to me.
It looks familiar. It's good that you are wearing it today. And divorced yourself.
Someone would have figured it out, so I watched her suffer.
Petrus...
No, you don't understand. She's the only woman I've...
I never would have guessed.
Everyone loved Darren. What's more, all is well now. The child of Tia Fradi has returned home, and with him, the spirit of his mother. You are home, my Duktaram. Welcome.
Petrus, I wanted to thank you.
Thank me? Despite everything you know about me?
You may have been a bit cowardly in the past, to the point of letting the woman you loved suffer. You were manipulative and you lied to everyone, including yourself. But thanks to what you've told me, I've been able to find my family and my origins. And for that, I thank you.
My child. What you're saying touches me more than you can. At least I've done, I hope, the enlightened.
Diwed.
Hello.
Good day, Legate.
I am Siora, daughter of...
All here remember, but you are not yet. I am sorry.
I beg your pardon.
Here is the seal of Donegad Katas.
And so you are a trusted friend of the great healer. He must see your true face and find it worthy. Enter. You are welcome.
I give you warm greetings, Glendan. I am Desardet, legate of the
Your merchant congregations, his trust in you makes me...
I seek a remedy. My cousin... We think that Enon Milfrictum...
Really? And Katasach?
He told me that the only way to meet with your...
Judge your intentions. But even if I should do this, for the path you seek to follow has only been... We must begin where everything begins.
What must I do?
You must go to a cavern.
And I suppose this cavern...
That is true. I hope you will prove that... Go now. Sure.
What can you tell me?
That the word he is Tief you are looking for. He is much...
What can you tell me about...
It is the most sacred place. I protected these doors.
Am I to gather that there has never been...
We are heads of the count.
I see.
The heart of the island.
Can you tell me anything more?
We gather during those who have complained when him so that the...
I must leave.
Qua awela.
You have spoken to Glenn.
I was asked to pass...
I have never passed it. Oh, it is a tremendous...
Do you have any advice?
I only know that the trial can be... One way is through strength, but I know no more than anything else.
Nothing else, thank you.
Good luck.
Siora, do you know anything about...
My mother passed it during the last...
Did she tell you about it?
A little, but it is a secret. I know that you must choose your combat is not necessarily... If you are confronted with animals, and there are ways of altering food.
Is that nice?
Look, they're eating the old carcass. If you poured some sleeping potion on it, they'd fall asleep.
Titan help us.
You were freezing and you had this empty stare. The water in the basin spoke.
Yes. Exactly.
Tell us. Visions like
I was in the sky. I was high up and it was getting... I fell to the ground and spun. And suddenly I bounced on the ground. And I was taken by the bubbling... Then, just like before... This stone bears the image of a storm. Or perhaps on this stone, the sun is visible. The drawing on this stone makes me think... This drawing looks like an infant. Here. This stone is adorned with the etching of the This stone is blackened, eaten away. I think it is supposed to evoke death. Evidently, I shouldn't have lit this candle. I need a bit of practice. This must be the seal that Glendan spoke about. It looks like the silhouette of the mountain of Tir Fredi, and a face is drawn within it.
the spirit of the volcano. One of the faces of Einon Mir Frichtemann.
Per tir to mad on Olmanau.
And so you have returned. Can you tell me what the seal deep within the cavern brings you?
A face in the mountain of Tir Fredi.
Then you have seen the true face of the island when looking into her waters. And the island has seen inside you. You have given the blood of the animals that protected the entrance to the passage. You have chosen strength a first time. In choosing the path of silence, you avoided confronting the Dosantats. Finally, you have completed the ritual. And in so doing, the Guardian recognized you as a wise man. You choose to trust the way of rose and wisdom. It is a difficult path, but it carries generous fruits. The island has seen your intelligence and also your compassion. The friendship of...
Am I authorized to...
If the High King... Only a High King or High Queen...
I suppose that I'm going to need to convince him.
I do not know.
Is he hiding?
He disappeared several... The last people to have seen was Deirdre.
My mother.
Yes. I heard about...
And divorced Tirsi.
Deirdre is the Mal of...
I have already met her.
That sounds like her. It is said that he is the chief of...
Very well. I will go and see them. Try...
Kwa awalam sek.
Karans, I need to...
I'm listening, sir.
Do you remember?
Yes, if I understand...
Even though this my mother would never... And she would have wanted...
So you think that they're lying?
Yes. Will you investigate?
Of course.
Hello, my child. Do you want to hear the word of...
Not really.
Nice to meet you.
What can we do?
We would like to know more about the...
I do not see how our... We swore to provide this village...
In exchange, its inhabitants will have...
My mother would never have made...
The Queen had understood that... It is for this reason that...
She had an engraver come to...
I do not believe a single word.
You would do well to hold your tongue.
By not respecting us.
Because you think that you can administer...
Siora, let's not get into another battle.
That is an excellent...
Here's the stone we were looking for. Strange.
This stone was damaged on purpose.
There may be a way. Those who want to make these agreements, there are but a few. He must be the...
I thought you could...
The Donega. Those who want to seal. It looks like no one's there, but the door's left open.
Everything is broken and turned upside down. Empty. A sculpted, engraved stone. What happened here?
It seems like there were...
It's as if someone wanted...
The owner must have left in a hurry.
Unless someone else did this.
Do you know where he might...
This engraved... Do you remember him? Karadeg, original...
Let's go to Vigig.
What brings you here, Honor?
We're looking for Karadeg.
Did he come back to your...
He did come.
Do you know where he might...
He feared... He must have left for the...
Did you exile him?
He is the one who left. He thought that we should be fighting them, and I did not want... Is there anything?
I must leave.
I will...
It is Karadeg. He's over there.
Signora, Bertir Tumad Donegad. What are you...
These strangers are my friends,
What do you want?
Tell me about your role as keeper.
Most words must be free, but some words must those who want to be... Then they teach us the word.
So you are a kind...
Do you want to know?
We would like to ask you about a
It is the stone that I did not like them, but and now that she is...
It is because you are the last person.
I kept the piece of...
With this tree bark, we could verify what...
No, Donegad. Renaigse only bring us trouble. And you come. I do not want to deal with them ever.
Since you want to chase the Renaigse away, and since you want protection, why don't you join the rebels? We could indicate the location of one of their camps for you.
The rebels?
The Donea Exregao. They fight the Renaigse.
I have heard about them.
We could help you find, but we need this tree bark.
In that case, I hope that it will help. And I did not think...
What do these glyphs say?
That we will assist the priests in their war against the lions. And they must help us in return. There is nothing about the spirits of the people of the village, or renouncing our traditions. I knew they were lying. Let's show this to a saint. Siora, Asir, Bertir Tumadiseld. I'm happy to... What do you want?
Could you tell me about...
You are right there, and you let him... Perhaps I wanted to... Perhaps, but I... Did you want any...
Azeld, about this path...
Yes.
We went to Falristel.
Were you able to read it? No, because it was... You're probably right.
We retrieved the piece of tree...
Siora, what's written? Mother promised to help them against the lion. There's nothing mentioned, and even less about... So they lied. I think it's high time they... I think so. You lied to us. You took us for gullible children. Leave this village at once.
But if you want our help with the Alliance...
By lying, you have insulted... The entire village will be... You do well to leave.
We are not here to shed blood.
Very well. We're leaving.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thanks to you, we managed to chase away these lawyers. Yes. Shiora. Of course, Asir.
Lieutenant, I demand an explanation. Tell us what is going on. We haven't heard anything about Lord D'Orsay's condition in spite of our inquiries. We are extremely worried. And then, all of a sudden, one of his guards appears, shaken and on his own, though he is part of his retinue.
Please, allow me the chance to shed some light, my lady.
Your soldier is nothing more than a coward for abandoning his highness.
Tell me, what is going on?
This soldier has just reported in. He is asking for reinforcements. He believes that Lord D'Orsay has been attacked.
He believes? He ran here without full knowledge of what happened firsthand.
I was sent on patrol far from the camp, but I heard screams, from men and from beasts. I wanted to return to camp, but then I heard a deafening sound, grinding, like a landslide. I thought then it would be best just to go and get help.
Thank you, Lieutenant. You are dismissed. I would like to have a discussion with this man alone.
Yes.
My lady, could you lead these fine people into the hallway if you would be so kind?
Certainly. I deplore this embarrassing turn of events. But know that you have my full support in all circumstances.
In the interest of avoiding a general panic, tell me precisely what happened back there.
Your cousin ordered us to escort him beyond the town limits. The Islander convinced him to go on some journey.
By Islander, do you mean the Donegad that came to treat his affliction?
Yes, a strange bird. Missing more than one feather, you ask me, milady. I was ordered to set up patrol along a small path, rather far from the rest of the company. I was told to protect our perimeter from anyone wandering along. According to the Islander, it was the only access to their planned destination. I did my rounds for quite some time. Not a soul came along. I heard an enormous crashing sound.
And you ran all the... My cousin was quite weak.
His Highness was feeling much better. I mean to show no disrespect to his height. I wasn't privy to their counsel, but your cousin was all full of enthusiasm.
That sounds like him.
I am sorry.
Do you know precisely where?
No, not precisely. The Islanders said they were following the...
Why didn't you go and look for yourself?
What? Alone?
I'm still having trouble deciding, but that's a question. Dismissed, soldier.
Thank you, milady.
What do you see?
I am in need of your...
You have done great.
I seek Vinbar. Do you know where he can...
The last time that we needed to decide... Ulan spoke about all we could. Dunkas spoke of Mint. Vinbar remained unconvinced. He decided to go. He told us that this...
He is still...
No. That was wherever he has chosen.
Thank you, Dead.
Beard, dear.
Hello.
Really? Might I do some?
I am looking to find... He disappeared after visiting...
You should speak with Sarah.
Where might I find...
I do not know. Anything else?
Goodbye.
وأولا ساجد.
Is there some...
Would you know where I...
She left to follow Vimba.
What do you mean?
We don't know. Our High King, his bond with the mountain. Sarah knew that she went to attempt. We haven't seen her. Anything...
I'm looking for High King, but someone here...
If anyone, anything...
What can you tell...
When Shiva... We will...
It seems strange.
It was anything...
Thank you for your...
Wa'awlams.
Might I do?
I heard talk about...
It is a place within the earth. There are some on, but the entrance is sealed, hidden. Anything else?
Goodbye.
وأولا ساجد.
You think someone's coming to save you? Give in. Your life is in our hands. It is time to tell us all you know. The sooner you speak, the sooner this will be over with. We should be discreet if we want to eavesdrop on these people.
She's been enduring this punishment for hours, blow upon blow through gritted teeth.
Truly savage beast we have here. Do we even know if it speaks our language?
Leave us. You will eventually tell us how you found your way into that grotto. Your defiance is only prolonging the inevitable. You remind me of that rat my master was studying. The creature used all of its fire in an effort to escape. Scratching, twisting, refusing to understand that the cage holding it was its only remaining world. It had everything it could ever need, but it wouldn't stop looking for a way out. Even though its fate was now sealed to serve science. Its animal instinct drove it to flee. It had strangled itself between the bars of its own cage in a final futile attempt to escape. It was an enormous beast and very clever. If it had simply relented, it could have lived peacefully for many years. Instead of that, these monsters are torturing her. Come, we must set her free.
I understand you may be impatient, and these so-called scholars deserve to be punished. But if we waited until nightfall, we could set her free discreetly and take her somewhere safe. My dear child.
I will see you later.
Take care.
chapeau.
How are you feeling?
Better now. But who are you?
We were told that when
I wish I knew where he was. I waited a long time.
You believe that...
No. You saved me.
Let's try to escape without bloodshed. We must get you to a safe place.
Here is the entrance to the cavern. I hope that Vinbar has left.
Is it your wish?
He is my Munundane. We must be
I understand.
The caverns of knowledge are...
But you are not a Donegan.
I am not. But even if I am not sure, remind yourself.
Put your fears to rest. How do we enter?
Allow me.
The paint of this fresco is still... It's of a crowned man. A face has been...
The spirit. My heart did not betray me.
Was that why you came in?
To understand, yes. I thought at first it... But now I see that he had no choice but to answer.
These paintings are... This looks like it represents a...
He is a Denegad. Vinbar was also bound.
If I understand correctly...
Yes. But how could a guardian...
Do you believe that Vinbar is ready?
For some, it takes... For others, I hope only to...
Given how well hidden this seed was, it must open an important passage. All we have to do is find out which. This mural is... It seems that this door is...
The Donegada seed.
Yes, I have read. But here, there are two. For one, the flower...
This is possible. This painting must teach the...
In that case, shouldn't there be...
The initiates also...
On this one we see a sacred... We also see a path.
This must certainly... And the Donegada.
Do you recognize the...
I think so.
With all that we have learned from... I just hope there is still...
What do you hope to...
We hope that he will agree to take us...
What do you hope to ask? My head spins.
Please, go ahead.
Sarah is upset, and I don't think that she trusts us. We should hurry and catch up to her.
This door is locked. Sarah has put us in a very tricky situation.
She did not want us to find Vinbar. Come, these caves often have several exits.
These traps weren't here when we went through with Sarah earlier.
She must have set them to make sure that we wouldn't be able to follow her.
Let's hurry and find this passage to the northern mountain before she decides to come and fight us directly. This is the place which was depicted on the mural in the Cave of Knowledge. In fact, Vinbar visibly went through this passage not long ago.
one now. Take a potion.
Karans, could you help me once more?
What is it?
I must prepare, and I think that...
But your sister...
For the ritual, yes. Will you come?
Of course.
Green blood, Matt. Do you need some?
Rolf appeared to know you.
A little bit of both. And he was always... I suppose we all have...
Constantine was never easy. I know he could be awful to...
You were, and I think you still are.
It's true. Did you know that Constantine took it a bit too lit?
That was the first, and if memory serves, thanks to you. Anything else?
I must leave you.
Karans, do you need something?
I've never heard you talk...
He was bad.
What?
He was killed. My mother. Anything...
I'm sorry about...
Unwell? I blame myself.
I understand.
And you could not have done anything else.
I must leave you. Finally. We've made it to high ground. Now, let's find this trail to the sanctuary. It can't be far from here.
Bloody, they are extreme.
Looks like he will soon... More of these giant feathers. We're on the right trail. Over there, more feathers. these giant feathers. We're on the right trail. We found the entrance to the sanctuary. I hope he'll agree. All that remains... This must be the entrance to Vinbar's sanctuary. But it is obstructed. He knows how to protect his home. A stone altar. It resembles the one that protects the passage to Mev's sanctuary. This must be where I need to place the seed. And here is another altar. Are 2 seeds necessary to open the passage? How can we learn which plant seed is required?
Vinbar was distant. He spoke little. Only one person shared both his love and his secrets.
You are right. We need to find this Sarah. The seed that I have is not enough. I need to find Sarah. She might be able to help. Let's return to the village. Sarah doesn't seem to have...
These village folk.
We must find Constantine.